He's a consummate professional, 75 movies made. You know, I'm blessed to have entered into the movie alongside him. He was patient with me. He gave me guidance, and I just took it. You know, we had a good rapport on set.
Probably heard a little bit about this, but let me give you a quick recap. A couple of weekends ago, Conor McGregor did a series of interviews that I reacted to where Stevie Wonder could have told you the man was off his head. Now, the problem for me is I'm the kind of person who will say the thing that no one else is actually saying, but everyone can see. And that's probably why in the last 6 months I've had Conor McGregor and Tyson Fury both cussing me out.
No, I don't. I'm the creator. I'm the creator, so I wasn't here saying happy.
Okay, you get the point. Conor McGregor did not look in a good way in those interviews. And I genuinely was coming from a place of, you know, I used to idolise this guy. And for all I think he's been a dick over the years and he's ruined a lot of the way fans used to look at him, he's still a human. And I still wanted him to be the best version of him. And I wasn't coming at it from like a hater point of view. But obviously, Conor's probably seen a half-a-minute social clip. That being said, that was then, and since then, he's called me a lot of names. So let's hear what he had to say.
What's happening? Bitch tits. Fat fucking bitch tits. Who the fuck are you? You little Burns victim looking thing. Fuck me, man. Who scalded you with a kettle? You fat fuck. You fat nobody. You little feminine pussy of a thing. I fuck pussy, yeah? Keep my name out of your mouth, you stupid cunt. Sick of seeing your fat born face. Scaldy, fat, estrogen head. Oh my God, you can't understand what I'm saying, can you not, pal? You've got subtitles under the fucking thing saying exactly what I'm saying. So what are you saying, you little fat no-name? Like Canelo, no fucking problem, yeah? Out straight, no problem. What? How do you think you would beat Ilia Abturo, Top Toro? Bang, give that man a can of Coke.
I don't try to see because I'm already
One thing that we all have in common as human beings is that we share the dream of achieving immense success in this one life we live, and glorify how life would be better if we had more money, more fame in our lives. But one thing that's not talked about in this space of achieving immense success is the cons that come with it.
Get a little bit of coke,
Society through centuries has always painted the image that success is the key to forever peace, and that once you achieve it, your problems will go away. But that's far from the truth. Climbing the mountain and being the only one to look down on everyone is the pro of being successful, but the con is managing not to fall off that mountain while trying to balance standing at the vertex of the mountain. To put it in simple words, being at the top whereby there's high competition is like standing on a needle trying not to fall.
That's impossible. That's impossible.
And the perfect example of a successful person who failed to balance on the sharpest mountain is Conor McGregor.
Stand your base. Stand your base. The space is your space, yeah? Go ahead, carry on. There's no one doing it like me. Nobody. I make more dough than a bakery, I do, yeah? Get me out of this table, you man. Then you can't tell me nothing, right? Conor, take the glasses off. For sure, no problem. Might put down 12 cans on this stream. Cuba!
Conor McGregor for the past 3 years has been in one of the biggest emotional, physical and spiritual downfalls since the day he broke his leg into 2 pieces, which would be a career-ending injury Conor McGregor didn't want to accept.
Fight, and it was nasty.
Oh my God, are you sure you want to see that photo? I didn't want to look at it. God damn it, man. Look at that.
But I love his tenacity and his fierce way of fighting. He was talking shit after he broke his leg. He was, I'll fuck him up. It's nothing he can do to me. And his leg was fucked up. I'm like, cuz still talking shit?
Snoop just pulled that accent out his ass. It was great.
Conor McGregor couldn't handle seeing his career fall apart due to the injury, so he lost patience and took performance-enhancing drugs to speed up the process. Conor gained a suspicious amount of size, so as all the symptoms of a person who was on steroids. Conor lost himself and began to party and be involved in numerous assault accusations, and some also caught on camera.
Serious allegations today about UFC star Conor McGregor. On the same night, he made headlines for this stunt, punching out the mascot at the NBA Finals. A woman says McGregor violently sexually assaulted her in a bathroom at the arena. Now, as Stephen Fabian reports, McGregor's reps are denying the allegation.
UFC superstar Conor McGregor is being accused of sexually assaulting a woman at the NBA Finals. It reportedly happened the same night McGregor punched out the Miami Heat's mascot. Now a woman is coming forward to claim the 34-year-old McGregor sexually assaulted her in a VIP bathroom. The allegations are detailed in a letter sent to McGregor and the NBA. It claims he aggressively kissed her, then committed an act of sodomy. He also spat on the victim, aggressively grabbed her, and pinned her up against the wall. The alleged victim says she got away when she elbowed McGregor and finally escaped. The lawyer provided Inside Edition with this photo of the woman's clothes, preserved for evidence of McGregor's DNA. McGregor's lawyer released a statement saying the allegations are false. Mr. McGregor will not be intimidated.
This is the rise and tragic downfall of Conor McGregor. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe to Titan Physique, as I provide one of the most in-depth detailed videos on YouTube. So stay tuned to the end of the video to see how the things truly end for Conor McGregor. As you know, this whole incident, this whole roller coaster meltdown is like an actual movie. So stay tuned. Let's get it. It all started in July 10th, 2021 when Conor McGregor fought Dustin in the main event of UFC 264, which was one of the most highly anticipated trilogy fight between two top UFC lightweights. During the first round, McGregor suffered a serious leg injury, a clean break of his left shin bone right above the ankle. This occurred after Conor McGregor stepped backwards awkwardly and his leg gave out completely, snapping it into two pieces.
Usual side dive to close the distance. This is not over. If we have to take this outside with him, it's all outside. We don't give a
He said that he believes that one of the kicks that he checked is what broke your leg.
There was no check. There was not one of them I checked. Your wife is in me DMs, hey baby, hit me back up, I'll chat to you later on. We'll be at the after party, the Win nightclub, baby. You looking bitch, you little Kim.
Conor, you missed with a punch and stepped back. Tell us what you felt, tell us what you thought was going on.
Just the thing had separated and my blade landed on the wonky leg like Anderson Silva at the time. Something similar to that, it's a mad out business.
The fight was stopped immediately and Dustin was awarded a doctor stoppage TKO victory. The injury was devastating and Conor McGregor's recovery process was on the line, as that was the determining factor on whether he will reclaim his throne at the top of the mountain. McGregor underwent emergency surgery the following morning. The operation involved installing a metal rod inside of his tibia and metal plates and screws to hold the broken bone in place, which is a common method used to stabilize the type of injury and make recovery more faster. The procedure is called open reduction and internal fixation. It is designed to help the bone heal correctly and restore the fighter's ability to bear weight and walk again. For non-athletes, this type of surgery would typically take about 6 to 12 months before fully resuming high impact activities. However, for a professional MMA fighter whose legs are vital tools for movement, kicking, and defense, their process is much more demanding than the casual people. Due to the high demand for a long recovery upon Conor's injury, he couldn't bear seeing his throne fall down and decided to hop on some, performance enhancing drugs to boost the recovery process extremely fast. Whether Conor did take steroids to boost his recovery process doesn't have full confirmation, but the signs were there of use of steroids. Conor McGregor, after his recovery, was extremely noticeably different. Conor had gained a lot of mass to his frame, which was very alarming, as 6 months prior he was thin and lightweight, which raised high speculations of steroid use.
A lot of years off. On the feet, Conor's a motherfucker.
No, in the feet, he's a motherfucker. I know that.
Yeah.
He can knock out like everyone.
If he's still the same guy.
Yeah.
But the thing is, he's 36 now, and if he's natural, also, reality. Okay, when he breaks his leg, he gets off the drug testing, right? Because he's got to do something to heal his leg quicker. So what is he going to do? Well, you're going to take steroids. So if you're going to take steroids and you're already 34-ish, your endocrine system gets fucked up by taking steroids, where your body stops producing testosterone. Okay. So I've had explained to me by scientists before, and essentially say if you take steroids for 6 months, you need at least 6 months before your body starts producing testosterone at a normal level again. Okay. Some people think it's twice as long. So that would be a year of no steroids before your body regains its natural testosterone levels. If it does, depending. If it does.
Conor McGregor's jaw would enlarge so as his hair would start receding, his face became oddly bloated, even being 50% body fat, and his skin would appear oddly reddish, which are all clear signs of steroid use. Joe Rogan and Derek Moore Plays More Dates called him out for this, in which Conor took personally, being that he knew it was the actual truth.
Conor McGregor basically played a coked out Conor McGregor in Roadhouse. And Shane does like a Conor impression, so it's fucking hilarious. Like, he likes coke. But I think there's another issue to talk about. A lot of fighters, when they've sustained a significant amount of damage over the course of their career, and there's no way to not get that, right? I mean, we've all seen Conor get beat up and knocked out. We've seen Conor's sparring footage. He spars pro boxers. He's sparring elite fighters. You're getting hit in the head a lot. And a lot of fighters, especially towards the end of their career, turn to drugs. And I think there's probably like a constant state of discomfort that they live in, where their dopamine levels are all fucked up, their cortisol levels are all fucked up. Their body's just, you're not supposed to get punched in the head 1,000 times a year. It's just not supposed to happen. And that's the reality of consistent training. So if you think about consistent training, like say if you and me are sparring and we meet at the gym 3 times a week and we spar 3 times a week. And so let's say we spar 5 rounds 3 times a week, 5 rounds of 5 minutes each. You might hit me 15, 20 times a round. And then we're doing that 3 times a week. And we're doing that over and over and over again. And it's not even, this is the thing, people say, oh, you spar light. Sure. Sparring light is important. But subconcussive trauma to the head is what causes soccer players to get CTE. Yeah. Now, soccer players are getting CTE from a soccer ball. I've bounced a soccer ball. I played soccer when I was a kid. That doesn't hurt. But that thump, that's giving you CTE. People who ride jet skis get CTE. You know how many times I've been collided with doing jiu-jitsu? You accidentally butt heads, you accidentally take a knee to the head, you accidentally take an elbow to the head. It's constant. So you've got consistent trauma to your fucking dome over and over and over again. And then you get a little bit of coke, and you're feeling good again. Yeah. I bet, you get addicted to it. And the guy obviously likes extreme things, right? Which is why he's such a great fighter. They're wild people. That's why John Jones liked cocaine too. They're fucking wild people. They want to fight. Yeah. They want to fight in a cage for a living. That's how they literally feed themselves, by beating the fuck out of skilled people.
Conor McGregor during his recovery period was supposed to only use PEDs only in the time frame for his recovery, but Conor, even after his recovery, still kept using PEDs, which would impact his personality significantly.
Premier events that are only going to air on the Zone. We're also going to have other events, but this series here is going to be a series of our most premier events that are going to air exclusively on the Zone.
Conor McGregor, despite speeding up his recovery process, his once agility will never be the same, as first, he took months off from training, which is very rare for Conor McGregor, and second, the surgery procedure most definitely made his leg more vulnerable to future injuries if kicked again. So to sum it up, Conor McGregor's career had declined. Not that it ended, but he wouldn't be as dominating as before. Conor couldn't accept the truth that he wouldn't stand at the top of the mountain again and embarked the path of recreational drugs, alcohol, and partying to help drain the truth from hitting him.
Stout in the land. Forge or the stout. 50 G's, my man, yeah, because what's that to me? What's 50 G's to me? Nothing. Not a thing, man. Stand our ground, yeah, sometimes don't step back and throw the shot. Don't even go forward and throw the shot. Stand your base. Yes, thought wrong, yeah. The mic to have a run out, yeah? Hey, hold that, yo. Hey.
Conor McGregor was changing day by day as the drugs were taking a hold of bro, leading to various public interviews and videos of him, which clearly showed that he was out of his bombastic mind.
Going down, is it a KO? Are you going to submit him? I mean, how are you going to run through here? Because it sounds like you see...
You could put Jose, you could put any of them. Yeah, give us a little bit of that. That was funny, guys, yeah.
Like we say, we do things a little bit different.
Yeah, that's good.
But now we're going to run...
Is there going to be some funky music?
Of course there is.
Ah, man, I like your music selection. I always like your music selection on the videos you do.
You're well overdue for the WONT TV.
Yeah, let's do it, my friend.
Yeah, okay.
Let's do it.
We've got it on camera.
Okay.
We had a few fans who wanted to ask you a couple of questions, and the first question is, just after the knee operation, this guy was asking what type of physio regime Okay, finally, Boom Boom Brennan says, would you rather fight 10 duck-sized horses or a horse-sized...
Close friends of Conor McGregor saw his worrying change and called him out for it in a sense of worry, but Conor didn't take it as well.
Could have told you the man was off his head. Now the problem for me is I'm the kind of person who will say the thing that no one else is actually saying, but everyone can see, and that's probably why in the last 6 months I've had Conor McGregor and Tyson Fury both cussing me out.
No, I don't. I'm the creator. I'm the creator, so I wasn't saying happy.
Okay, you get the point. Conor McGregor did not look in a good way in those interviews, and I genuinely was coming from a place of, you know, I used to idolize this guy, and for all I think he's been a dick over the years and he's ruined a lot of the way fans used to look at him, he's still a human, and I still wanted him to be the best version of him, and I wasn't coming at it from like a hater point of view, but obviously Conor's probably seen a half-a-minute social clip. That being said, that was then, and since then he's called me a lot of names, so let's hear what he had to say.
Fat fucking bitch tits.
Who starts a message like that? That's not very polite.
Who the fuck are you?
Who am I? Well, for a start, you've tagged me in the tweet. That's like ringing up someone and going, hello, and they go, hello, and you go, who are you? And you go, well, you called me. You know fine well who I am. You've blocked us on your Twitter, you've blocked us on Instagram. I'm probably barred from that shit pub he talks about all the time as well.
You little Burns victim looking thing.
That's a strange one for an insult. I hate the idea that there's a little young Burns victim out there who idolizes Conor McGregor and hears that. That's the tragedy here. That little, harmless young man with a dream to recover from his burns. And Conor McGregor is saying it's a bad thing. Do you not have sympathy for burns victims? And as it happens, this redness is a skin condition anyway, so joke's on you.
Fuck me, man. Who scalded you with a kettle? You fat fuck.
Oh, fat shaming. Good one, good one. Remember when he used to be the best, wittiest trash talker in the game? If this isn't an example of why you should stay off the gear, kids, I don't know what is. The man's brain's gone to mush.
You fat nobody. You little feminine pussy of a thing.
Conor likes to put himself across like he's this big alpha male and he makes everyone feel feminine. Bro, what are you, 5'8", 11 stone? I'm 6'4" and 21 stone. Literally, I'm bigger and stronger than you in every single conceivable way. I've fucked women bigger than you, pal. You see, Conor doesn't know what it's like to shop at big and tall. He has those custom suits fitted just nicely for his tiny little legs, doesn't he? Those skinny little brittle legs that snap like twigs. Conor McGregor, I think, has a problem.
We're about, it's competitive.
The guy is not making any fucking sense here.
I'm not going to drink it. This will be I'm not going to drink because I'm going to train 3 times a day. And I tell you why, when I trained this morning, I don't usually train 3 times. I just feel like 3 times a day. I'm a little mate.
The guy's just said, I'm not drinking today. For a start, I was hoping he was drunk.
No, I don't. I'm the creator. I'm the creator, right? So I wasn't necessarily happy.
That face right there really sums up Conor McGregor right now. I don't know if this is related to his bad leg break or more and more drug use, because the more you take it, the more you need. He's a far cry from the guy who gave this interview.
It's good to be in this position. I'm very thankful for it. I'll make sure to put it to full use.
This brilliant speaker of a man, it's not even recognisable, man. That's when those close to you need to step in and say, enough's enough, mate. What the fuck are you doing?
Since when Conor McGregor was on steroids, he was sensitive to roid rages. Numerous allegations were reported that Conor had sexually assaulted numerous women, but weren't passed due to lack of evidence. But one case would set Conor McGregor's reputation to the floor. In December 2018, Conor McGregor was accused of raping a woman named Nikita Hand at the Beacon Hotel in Dublin, Ireland. According to Hand's account, after a night out celebrating a work Christmas party, she ended up in a hotel shoot with McGregor, where he allegedly brutally raped her and assaulted her. She testified that he pinned her down, placed her in a chokehold, and battered her so violently that she feared for her life. The next day, she went to the hospital where medical professions documented, bruising to her body, scratches on her jaw, and internal trauma consistent with non-consensual sexual activity. And apparently, she had a tampon that she did not remove, and it got stuffed deep into the... You know what it means. Although Irish police investigated the case and McGregor was arrested in 2019, prosecutors eventually decided not to press criminal charges, citing lack of sufficient evidence to meet the high standard of proof required for criminal trials. And it just seems like Conor McGregor has just been having a guardian angel with him, because whenever an assault has to come down with a woman, somehow there's just lack of evidence. However, in 2021, Nikita Hand filed a civil lawsuit against McGregor in November 2024. The Irish High Court ruled in her favor, declaring McGregor civilly liable for rape and battery, and ordered him to pay £200,000, which is pretty easy for Conor McGregor, because bro literally just buys Lamborghini yachts out of nowhere. In civil cases, the standard of proof is lower, only requiring that it is more likely than not that the accused committed the actual act. During the trial, key evidence included medical records and a 40-minute audio recording of the woman recounting the incident while visibly distressed. Surveillance footage showed her, entering and leaving the hotel suite, but it did not show what happened inside the room, because you cannot put a camera into the room. Just not make any sense at all, right? McGregor denied all wrongdoing, claiming the sex was consensual. The tampon incident, that doesn't look consensual, unless those two were pretty crazy guys, wild, freaky people, and just wanted to get rough, you know what I'm saying? He admitted to using cocaine that night and said he was, petrified during police questioning, which is why he gave mostly no common answers. He has since vowed to appeal the civil verdict, calling the accusations a vicious lie. But I think Conor probably did it. Like, there's just so many ties to, assault that, Conor could probably do it. That guy is low-key crazy, I ain't gonna lie. This wasn't the only accusation McGregor had faced. In 2022, another woman accused him of sexual assault aboard a yacht in Libya, although she later withdrew the case, but this could have been from a closed door threatening. In 2023, a separate woman alleged that McGregor assaulted her in a bathroom at Miami Heat basketball game, but the prosecutors again declined to bring criminal charges due to inefficient evidence. However, she filed a civil lawsuit in January 2025, which is still ongoing. I mean, this could probably be valid because the same day Conor McGregor did beat up some other, mascot. So yeah, he was probably kicked out of his mind. He just wanted to just rage out even more. To be clear, McGregor has not been convicted to any criminal offense, but the civil court found him liable for rape and assault, which is significantly legal and reputationally, affects him. In addition to the financial penalty, the court restricted him from releasing CCTV footage publicly, stating that doing so could breach the woman's privacy and amount to contempt of court. Conor also had an impact on his brand, with some sponsors and business, quietly stepping away or dislisting his products from the shelves.
It was at this moment that McGregor knew he fucked up.
Conor McGregor was completely rock bottom from their life in general and decided to tweet an apology of his action, in which he later deleted in November. But this was a sign that Conor was at least acknowledging that he was going in a downhill spiral. Some people don't even see that those guys are lost. You know what I'm saying? So at least Conor McGregor found clarity that, hey, I'm actually fucking myself up.
What are the weights that come along now with being Conor McGregor?
I'll tell you, whatever the weight is, it's like you're an animal in the zoo sometimes. You're always under the watch. You're always, there's always temptation around. I can get anything I want. I can do anything I want. So even that alone can cause people to, lose themselves. So, it's just about keeping level-headed, get your training in. I think, right, and I'm not only thinking about this in this movie business, I actually said it to the director the other day. I feel like I could actually play any role on planet Earth. I feel my life is so far removed from reality. Nobody knows me. Nobody really knows me. They have assumptions of me, but nobody really knows me, and that is in my favor. I feel like I could play any role. People be saying I look different every day. Every time they see me, I look different. So if that was somewhere I want to go, I'd fancy it, but I don't actually fancy it. That's the thing. I'm not really into it, to be honest. It's a bit weird to me. Get me back in there, blade, not the gun, lad. Yeah.
Conor McGregor, as of today, is back on track with his UFC journey. He is retired, but I'm seeing him spending more time with his family, boxing, looking brighter, just doing him, not being completely bombastic of the yak. So overall, we just wish praise to Mr. Conor McGregor. We all love him. We don't wish bad on him. He's still human too. Everybody, goes through these phases. Not everybody, but you get the gist. Either ways, the video just ended. Catch you on the next one. Peace.
Bye. Have a great time.